Hello, I'm the Dark Master, and welcome back to my LEGO reviews. In today's video, I shall be reviewing set number 71807, Sora's Elemental Tech Mech, from the LEGO Ninjago theme, specifically the Dragon's Rising Season 2 sub-theme. It comes with 209 pieces in 2 separate bags and 2 minifigures. Let us start, as always, with these reviews with those mini figures. From left to right, we have Merge Sora and Wolf Mask Claw Warrior. Let us start with the heroine of the set, shall we? Sora, the elemental master of technology. Man, this reboot is really stretching what counts as an element, aren't they? I mean, seriously, does this mean that she could control Zane because he's technically technology? Also, just gotta say, starting with the hair, not the biggest fan. Nothing wrong with it. I think it could be useful for, say, another character, but it is a warning sign to have dyed hair. Plus, I don't know, I don't think it's very sneaky for a ninja to have such unique hairdo or color. It's a fine piece, I just don't think that it's very ninja-like, but it has some nice shaping, and, I'm sure it'll be useful for mockists. Going down to their head, it is double-sided. First is a neutral slash smiling thing with orange eyes and very nice flowing facial tattoos. The second face is a lot more aggravated, and clearly she's very angry at something. Overall, pretty good, both when the hair's on and when it's not. Going down from there, we see that she has a ninja face covering in navy blue. And it's neat to see this piece with its good molding that captures the feel of fabric in another color. Going down to the torso, there we can see a really cool combination of a white jumpsuit with pink and navy blue highlights. It looks cool, reminding me of a Japanese cafe. Going to the back print, it's pretty high quality, likely due to it not being covered up by an armor piece. It has an angry cat, which admittedly looks like a Twitch emoji, as well as a bunch of other little details. It's nice, and, fits the character. Continuing down to the arms, they are asymmetrical. Her left one is white with an indigo slash navy blue hand. Perfectly fine, but more interesting of the two is her right arm, which is golden in color and has a set of really unique robot printing that really plays into her connection with technology. Honestly, they're really cool, and it's neat to see such asymmetry. Going down to her legs, they are white with knee pads that have cute little heart on them and jumpsuit details. In terms of weaponry, she has 2 golden katanas, which, while not new, are cool in that they can be held on the mech, but we'll talk about that later. Overall, I think this is a neat, new, fresh face, and even if she's not the most ninja of the characters, she's still a solid design. Going on to the villain of the set, we have the Wolf Mask Claw Warrior. People have made furry jokes about the Crystal King slash the Overlord, but man, I think this one far deserves those sorts of jokes, in all seriousness. Because, starting with the head, it's clearly meant to be a stylized wolf in navy blue with light blue eyes and teeth. Gotta say, jokes aside, I think the shaping is actually really well done here, as it has a sort of Orientalist vibe, Though I admit I would prefer if the eyes were actual eye holes that you could see through. I do like the blue teeth though. Plus, the back has some really nice shaping that implies that it is a wolf mask set upon a already existing ninja hood. Removing the fursuit, we get a better look at the headprint below. We see it as a guy who mostly has his face covered with navy blue ninja robes as well as an ornate face mask. I like it. It kind of reminds me of those East Asian demon designs. Plus, the slightly faded yellow, while some would say ugly, I think here works as they are meant to have these sort of shattered souls in lore. The alternative face is mostly the same but has him powered up with bright blue eyes and glowing teeth. Honestly, it's pretty good, even if you don't really see it normally. Going down from there, we see a translucent backpack piece that allows you to attach a sort of wing jetpack build that is honestly pretty simple in design but efficient. It has a real Batman vibe and can be articulated backwards and forwards thanks to the usage of Exoforce arm pieces. Going down to the torso printing, he has navy blue set of ninja robes with purple sashes and blue runes of evil. Just neat. Going to the back and removing the backpack build I mentioned earlier, we see there is a sort of variant of the ninja logo, but it uses a blue wolf instead of a golden dragon. Cool, but honestly not much is lost when you put the backpack on that covers it up. The arms are navy blue in coloration with purple hands, which are cool, if nothing new, and can hold his weapons, which are these Wolverine claws. Again, not new, but it's definitely unique among Ninjago villains, as we really haven't seen this before. Going to the legs, it has purple armor and a collection of claws set over a navy blue set of pants. Overall, this is a pretty decent army builder that has a distinctive look for the faction. Now let's go on to the pieces of the set and see how they are. Alright, so the pieces are relatively high in number and variety. There is a large navy blue disc piece that is, usually used as a radar disc, a set of really nice leaf pieces in hot pink coloration. All the salmon pink colors, though small, I found to be beautiful and nice. There are some hinge pieces in white and gold that look amazing and are very useful for mocking, and those SCCBS pieces in white. I'll talk about those later and the problems they come with. I also like that there's a huge number of translucent pink pieces, both 1x2s and a giant pink shuriken. There's a printed disc piece, which again is very neat. It has a dragon vibe. Overall, the piece collection is pretty good, and the leftover ones are good, even if there are admittedly not a lot of them. But what about what these pieces build? How is that? Well, there are no stickers, so people who hate those will be happy. And there are two builds. Let's start with the smaller of the two first. We got this little tree that is clearly meant to be the Japanese cherry, Prunus cerulata, often seen in a lot of vaguely East Asian inspired settings. Starting from the base, it's wide and stable, using a large radar dish I mentioned earlier. The trunk utilizes a black horn piece seen in some Lego dragon builds that I've reviewed in the past to develop a unique shaping, and honestly, it's really cool. We also see something odd, as there is a translucent piece that you can attach a minifigure to for an ambush slash posing. Kind of interesting, though I can see it being a bit of an eyesore. It can be easily modded out if you don't like it. There is a torch piece upon which these lovely leaves are attached, providing a solid connection and a little bit of articulation and usability. Overall, it's pretty good for a bit superfluous build that no doubt will be useful for people who want to build forests. Now let's go on to the main star of the set, Sora's Elemental Tech Mech. Starting with the feet, it has a lot of good shaping thanks to the utilization of a white gold bar piece and a lot of white slopes. It offers some good stability while also having some acceptable ankle articulation that is a bit hampered due to the gold hinge piece. Going up from there, we see a leg. which has some nice shaping, but the knee is a lie, an illusion created by the SCCBS, or System Character and Creature Building System. Not only a stupid name, but just a stupid replacement for the vastly superior CCBS. It has no knee articulation, pure and simple. It does have some neat shaping thanks to a navy blue slope, but unfortunately my set was missing two pieces, so it's only visible on one leg. Going up to the hips, the legs have good articulation here thanks to a ball joint. Going up to the crotch, it has a golden armor piece and shockingly waist articulation, which is great, as well as a pair of gold pieces used to create a sort of skirt that doesn't really get in the way of the legs and just looks neat. Continuing up to the torso slash cockpit, we see it has a white cockpit covering that can be easily put down for easily putting a figure in the cockpit itself. Sadly, the cockpit itself is kind of bare bones, but serviceable, and I like the hot pink and dark blue slopes that are used, that really flow well into the arms. Going to the arms, starting with the top half, the shoulders have some good articulation thanks to a ball joint. It has another strange point of articulation where there are these pair of golden blades that can be posed in different directions. And luckily, they don't really get in the way of the arms, and they're kind of neat. I'm sure you can use them for mocking. It also has some slope pieces in that hot pink and navy blue color. There are no elbows due to that piece usage I talked about with the legs, but they have some translucent pink pieces, but that really doesn't make up for the lack of articulation here, which is a darn shame. Going down to the lower arms, it is nearly a clean white, with a good shaping thanks to utilization of a white Nexo Knight's shield piece and a holder of a golden katana. There are three golden fingers, rather close together, and sadly there's no thumb, so you can't really do certain finger movements that you can in other mechs. Both arms are identical in build outside of the thing that it holds, thanks to the utilization of a pin piece. The left arm has this interesting bi-sword construct with some translucent pink cones on the handle. It's neat and probably could easily kill someone if it wanted to. The right hand has a far simpler construct, the translucent pink shuriken shield that can spin around like a buzzsaw. Really neat and very simple. Going to the back, it's not the prettiest side with a bunch of exposed anti-studs, but it's not too bad. Clearly, it's just not the camera-ready side. Now let's discuss the positives, negatives, and my final thoughts on the set. Starting with the positives, I think that Sora's figure, while not the most ninja-like ninja, frankly, she looks more like a streamer, is still a solid design that's honestly great to see. Wolf Mask Claw Warrior is just a good army builder with, furry jokes aside, stands out thanks to the utilization of colors and the new molded headpiece. The tree is cute if a bit unneeded, and the mech is just astounding as a good middle-sized one that you can easily use in various scenarios. As for negatives, the back of the mech looks rather ugly. There is a lack of knee and elbow articulation, which does limit articulation, and honestly, the modular gimmick regarding other mechs in this wave doesn't really have much use if you are, say, like me, and currently only have one set of the three. So, that's not really a big selling point, unless you want to go and get the other two. Overall, I would say that this is a solid middle-sized set, and an excellent gift to anyone who is into Ninjago or Legos more generally, and I'd highly recommend you get it. It's relatively cheap. Anyway, I'm the Dark Master, and if you like this video, like it, but you'd love to consider liking and subscribing, and sharing it around, and join me next time on my LEGO reviews, where we shall be leaving behind Ninjago for a bit, and finishing off some licensed sets that I got a little while ago. Take care and have a wonderful day.